Oh, man, it's been a little too long. It's been a little too long. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all see your boy. Hey, Relly, hey, is back in the building, man. And hey, if you came today, guess what? Hey, we back down like SmackDown, baby. We back like we never left. Hey, we back and we spinning the block. You understand me? Hey, welcome back to the Golden Gems with a Z podcast, man. Yes, and you here with your boy, the host, the one and only. Hey, Relly. Hey, man, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? You blessed out here? Life good? Hey, I hope it is, because guess what? Today we got a Gems packed episode for you, man. It's a episode where, hey, we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything. You understand me? Today, I got a lot on to the do list for you. Yes. You. Yes. Today, we talking about staying disciplined. Today, we also talking about the NBA Finals matchup between Boston and the Dallas Mavericks. We also going to touch on who potentially is a new face of the NBA. Also, we're going to hit on Bronny potentially staying in the NBA draft. Have you heard that? And then we going to switch to the NFL. And on the NFL side, we got Aaron Rodgers. He might be a little hobbled. He might, be injured again. Then we're going to talk about Justin Fields and him being a gadget player and not a real quarterback. And then, if you stay tuned for the end of this video, we got the funny court video that's going viral. You're going to get my live reaction. Yes, here today. And then we're going to talk about that boy Drizzy. Yes, we're going to talk about Drizzy Drake today. Because you know what happened? Hey, that man, he's getting a lot of his reference tracks leaked. It's already been some out there, but they've been releasing a little more. And it's one that came from one of my favorite albums. So we got to talk about it. So, without further ado, man, today, like I said, we got a Gems packed episode for you. You feel me? It's an episode where, hey, we're going to be talking about everything. And if you got something you want to talk about, if you got something you want to say, then just comment down below and let me know. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Today, we're talking about staying disciplined. Yes, we're talking about staying disciplined, man. At the end of the day, we all go through those phases, man, where you feel me? When you said you was going to do something, and when you had in your head that little thing and that little thought, you was feeling some type of way about it, right? When you said what you was going to do and the mood that you said it in has left, are you going to stay disciplined? Are you going to keep on going after your goals and what you have ultimately to accomplish? At the end of the day, man, staying disciplined is hard, especially these days, because hey, we got distractions after distractions. Hey, we got cell phone, we got TV, we got Netflix, we got Hulu, we got our mama, our daddy, brother, sister, we got everybody calling us and distracting us. But guess what? You got to go ahead and maintain that focus. You got to stay disciplined, man, and you got to do what you said you was going to do long after the mood you said it in has left. You understand me? Sometimes, hey, you ain't going to want to do it, but you got to. Sometimes you ain't going to want to get it done, but you get it done anyway. Sometimes you ain't going to want to do it, but you do it anyway. You understand me? Hey, that's life, man. Staying disciplined is hard, man. Staying disciplined is a task that, not all of us succeed at. Because at the end of the day, sometimes if you don't have the right structure, if you don't have the right plan in place, if you don't have a set direction, and if you don't know where you're headed and where you're going, then, hey, it's going to be hard for you to stay on that path. It's going to be hard for you to get that zeal to keep moving forward. You feel me? Sometimes you got to understand that, hey, staying disciplined, it just requires you to show up. Sometimes staying disciplined just requires you to just be present. And sometimes you just being present is going to activate, boom, okay, guess what? We back in that mode. And guess what? Now it's time to get back in that mode. You feel me? Hey, even on the Golden Gems podcast, hey, we did take a little couple hiatuses. You know how that go. But, hey, we back down like SmackDown. We back like we never left. And at the end of the day, we got to stay disciplined with this thing. I got to stay disciplined. You got to stay disciplined. Your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister. Everybody has to stay disciplined because this thing called life is not easy. Like I said, we got distractions after distractions. We got Netflix, we got Hulu, we got our friends calling us, blowing us up. We got, our favorite TV show coming on at night. We got that favorite little food, them chips and them nachos, you feel me, that you eat on. We got all them that's preventing us sometimes from going forward and really accomplishing and doing what we got to do. So really, with staying disciplined, man, it's you, man. It's you, and it comes down to you. If you want what you say you want, you got to stay disciplined and you got to get it. If you want what you say you want, you got to go ahead, continue to go forward. If you want what you say you want, you got to continue to put one foot in front of the other and you got to go get it. Staying disciplined, it has nothing to do with anybody else but you. You have to continue to go after what you want after you said you wanted it. Because guess what? That mood when you said, hey, I really want that. I really want to do that. The first few days was fun. The first few weeks was great. The first few months, hey, you was on it. But what happened after that 6 month came? What happened after that year then came? When you feel me, you ain't getting the results you wanted. When things ain't really going your way. Guess what? You're going to have to stay disciplined and you're going to have to keep showing up. Sometimes showing up is half the battle. Sometimes you just, hey, I'm here. And guess what? Since you showed up, you might as well do something, right? Since I'm here, I might as well get something done, right? Come on now. You know how it go. Staying disciplined, man, it involves you and you. Staying disciplined, it doesn't involve nobody else but you. All right, staying disciplined, it is about you going forward, and it's about you staying on your grind. You feel me? You ain't gonna always have that same zeal that you had at the beginning of that grind. You ain't gonna always have the same passion that you had when you first set out on that journey, when you first set out to go do what you wanted to do. You ain't gonna always feel like you want to do what you set out to. It be like that. But with you having that structure, with you having that planning, with you having that self-discipline, and you staying disciplined, hey, everything else gonna take care of itself. You have to continue to go down the path that's meant for you. And your path that's meant for you is a path that you lay out for yourself. It's that foundation and that, you feel me, journey that you get that's uniquely yours that you got to keep going down. You feel me? You ain't gonna always want to do what you said you was gonna do yesterday. You ain't gonna always want to do what you said you was gonna do last month. You ain't gonna always want to do what you said you was gonna do. But guess what? You do it anyway. You show up anyway. You get to it anyway because you know what the end goal is. You know what the final destination is. And guess what? You staying disciplined is ultimately going to lead you to that promised land. You staying disciplined is ultimately going to lead you to where you want to be. Staying disciplined is hard these days, like I said, because we got this person pulling us over here. We got this person pulling us over here. Everybody pulling us in different directions. But guess what? You have to stay disciplined within yourself. You have to have that structure and that plan within yourself to keep going forward, to keep going after what you say you want. You feel me? At the end of the day, man, hey, it's on you. It ain't on me. I don't want what you say you want. I don't want your goals. I don't want your dreams. I don't know what you got in your mind. It's up to you to go get what you say you want. It's up to you to go prepare and go attain the things that you say you want. It ain't on me. It's on you. And at the end of the day, man, hey, staying disciplined, it's tough. It's a tall task. Staying disciplined won't always be easy. Staying disciplined is going to require you showing up day after day, grind after grind, night after night. You feel me? Even the days that you don't want to, them late nights. Guess what? You're going to have to still wake up the next day and go get it. Them early mornings, you're going to still have to stay up that night and still go get it. You feel me? It's going to require a lot out of you to stay disciplined and to stay on your grind. Staying disciplined is not easy, man. Going after what you say you want is not easy. The pursuit to greatness is not easy. Greatness is a lonely road. Greatness is a lonely travel road. But at the end of the day, if you continue to show up for you, if you continue to go after the things that you say you want and you stay disciplined along that journey, you're going to be just fine. But it's staying disciplined. That's the hard part. It's putting these distractions down. You feel me? You can't have these distractions. You got to let these go. You got to put this up, put this up. Sometimes you got to go ahead, isolate yourself and, put yourself in that corner, put yourself in that box. So go ahead, close the door, lock the door and get it going. Get it started. Get after it. You feel me? It's on you to do what you said you was going to do a long time ago. It's on you to take care of your business. It's on you to go after what you say you really want. You are blessed, man, beyond measures. You are going to attain and go get everything that you say you want, but it's up to you to go get it. It's up to you to go achieve it. It's up to you to go grind and work and go get it. And you can go get it and you can attain it if you stay disciplined, if you stay on that path. Life is hard, man. This thing called life in this day and age, hey, everything come down to that dollar, don't it? Everything come down to you being able to pay bills, the stresses that come from it. Hey, everything involves you kind of staying on your grind, and sometimes you ain't gonna get no handout. Sometimes you ain't gonna get nobody coming to save you. And guess what? That's when you got to put on your big girl pants or put on your big boy pants and you got to work and grind for yourself. Sometimes you got to go ahead and, hey, you got to be the boss and the CEO of your own life. Sometimes you got to be the boss and the CEO of the number one business in the world, and that's your life. Your life is the number one business. Your life is your main priority, and you getting on the right track. You doing all the right things. You preparing for your success, and you preparing for your greatness. That's ultimately what's going to lead you to the promised land. That's ultimately what's going to lead you to getting and attaining what you say you want. It's hard, man. It's hard in this day and age to continue to fight and continue to grind and continue to work, especially when you're not getting the results, especially when you're not getting paid what you want, especially when things ain't going your way. It's hard to continue to get up and grind day after day, night after night. You feel me? Shed tears and you feel me? Sweat and really, exhaust. It's hard. But guess what? That's life. Guess what? Everybody has to do it. Guess what? Sometimes you got to go ahead. Hey, you got to put on that hoodie. You feel me? Put on that hood. Walk through that alley. 10 toes. Stand up like a big boy, like a big girl, and go ahead and grind and go ahead working. Have that tunnel vision to say, hey, I'm going to go get this goal regardless. I'm going to go ahead and score this touchdown regardless. I'm going to go ahead and get everything that I want regardless of what anybody says and what's ever going on in my life. I'm going to get this done. And if I got to do it by myself, I'm going to do it by myself. If I got to do it alone, I'm going to do it alone. Sometimes, hey, you got to be your biggest cheerleader. You got to be your biggest critic. You got to be the person who holds you to that standard that's here. Your standard forever should be up here for yourself. Your standard forever should be above the standards that you have for others. The standard that you have for yourself should be up here, and it should never compare to anybody else's. Your standard for yourself is your standard. Your standard for yourself is what you chasing. Your standard for yourself is what you trying to attain. That man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror that you staring at, and that's you see every day, that is your biggest competition. Your biggest competition ain't JoJo. Your biggest competition ain't Susie from across the street. Your biggest competition is that person right there staring back at you. That is your biggest competition. And if you can play against them every day, if you can grind against them every day, if you can work against them every day, if you can find that zeal and that passion within yourself to continue to chase what you want and continue to go after what you want, hey, everything else going to take care of itself. You just have to show up for you. You just have to stay disciplined for you. You just have to keep working for you. It comes down to you versus you. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Lil Susie ain't going to be able to help you. Lil JoJo ain't going to be able to help you. Hey, it comes down to you. I can only hold your hand for so long. Your mama and your daddy can only hold your hand for so long. It's going to come down to you putting on your big boy pants, putting on your big girl pants, and going to go get what you say you want. I don't want your goals. I don't want your dreams. You want them. So you got to work for it. You got to stay disciplined along that journey to attain it. You understand me? It's about you, man. And it's about your life and what you want. If you really want what you say you want, you're going to show up every day for it. If you really want what you say you want, you're going to continue to go after it. If you really want what you say you want, you're going to work your ass off to attain it and go get it. Because, hey, listen to this. You are special beyond measures. You are going to attain and accomplish so many different things that you never dreamed of, you never fathomed. But it's up to you to put on those big boy pants and put on them big girl pants and go after what you say you want. I love you. I know you're going to accomplish great things. I know you're going to do great things, but it's up to you to see it. It's up to you to go get it. It's up to you to stay disciplined along your journey and along your personal ledger and your personal story. Hey, it's up to you. Your story is still being written. The next chapter, I'm ready to read it, baby. The next chapter, I'm ready to see what's going down. The next chapter, I'm ready to see, oh my God, I didn't expect that. But guess what? You expected it. Guess what? You wanted it. Guess what? You worked for it. Guess what? You went after it. Guess what? You worked for it. Man, at the end of the day, you special, man. You are a special being. You are a special creature. And you're going to attain everything in this world that you could ever want and imagine. But it's up to you to go get it. It's up to you to work for it. It's up for you to grind for it. If you can grind and if you can work to obtain the things that you really want, hey, everything else is going to take care of itself. At the end of the day, you are something to be reckoned with. You are something to be respected. You are someone to be respected. You are someone to be reckoned with. You just got to continue to show up for you. You just got to continue to work for you. You just got to continue to smile and Go after what you want for you. Even the days where it's hard, even the days where it seemed like it ain't going your way, even the days where it seemed like you can't win, even the days where it seemed like things can't go right, even the days where it seemed like everything going wrong. You got to continue to show up for you. At the end of the day, if you continue to show up, if you continue to get 1% better every day, you continue to stack good days, everything gonna ultimately work out in your favor because you continuing to show up, you continuing to stay disciplined, you continuing to go after that thing that you want long after the mood you said it in. Because guess what? Eventually, you're going to get to the mountaintop. Guess what? Eventually, you're going to start accomplishing some things along that journey. Eventually, you're going to start to see the results. Just because you can't see the results right now, don't mean you ain't going to never see the results. Just because things ain't going your way right now, don't mean things ain't going to never go your way. Just because it ain't go your way last time or last week or last month or last year, don't mean it's not going to go your way next week, next month, or next year, or 10 years from now. Continue to go after what you want, continue to chase your dreams, and continue to be the star of your own story. You are a star in your own right. You are the future of your generations to come. The generations that's coming after you, the foundation that you lay right now is going to be a foundation that stays forever because of you. You decided to work. You decided to go after your goals. You decided to go after your dreams. You decided to work hard. You decided to wake up every day. You decided to stay disciplined. You decided to keep going. You decided to keep fighting for what you ultimately want. So at the end of the day, continue to go. Continue to grind. Continue to work. Stay disciplined. Stay on the path that's meant for you. Stay on the journey that's meant for you. Believe in the plan. Believe in where you're headed. Believe in where you're going. Because if you can do that, boy, girl, you're a bad person. If you can do that, you're going to accomplish some great things. If you can do that, oh, ain't nobody going to be able to tell you nothing. You going to do it. I believe in you. I know you special. I know you're going to get it. I know you're going to attain it. I know you're going to work for it. I know you're going to grind for it. I know you're going to go get it. So, hey, go get it. Be happy with where you at in your life. Because it's not permanent. It ain't never permanent. You're going to continue to elevate. You're going to continue to go towards that next level. And when you get to that next level, hey, don't look back. When you get what you want, don't look back. When you obtain what you want, stay humble, stay kind, and keep going. Staying disciplined will get you to where you want to be. Showing up will get you to where you want to be. Just being present ultimately is going to lead you to where you want to be. Continue to show up, continue to grind, continue to work, continue to go after what you say you want. I always say that because it's what you want. It's what your goals are. It's what your dreams are. It's the constant pursuit of your happiness. It's the constant pursuit of your greatness. It's the constant pursuit of your story and your journey that's meant for you. Grind, work, be happy, and hey, don't never let nobody stop you on this journey. Don't ever let nobody down your dreams. Don't ever let nobody stop you from going after what you say you want. Hey, I believe in you. I tell you this all the time. Just start to believe in yourself, and the rest gonna take care of itself. You understand me? Hey, stay blessed, stay motivated, and hey, keep going. Yeah, straight like that. Nah, just like that. Yeah, like that. We ain't going nowhere. Hey, but that's the end of my motivational spiel. I'm off my soapbox now. But hey, I know y'all came here for the NBA Finals. I know you came here to hear my take. And I know you came here to say, hey, really? You was wrong. Was I wrong? Was I really? Don't tell nobody. Hey, I know. Going into this matchup, man, with the East and the West, my East team, Boston, I told you Boston was going to be in the NBA Finals. I told you Boston was going to go ahead and do it. Boston ain't had no competition over there. When the Bucks got knocked out, when Miami got, ain't even make it, when who else was one of my teams that I was picking over there? Dang, it was the Bucks. Philly. I don't know why I could think of them. But yeah, when them boys got knocked out, I knew the Celtics was gonna take it. And the Knicks, I wanted the Knicks too. But when them boys got knocked out with them teams, got eliminated, I knew Boston was gonna take it. And as you saw, Boston, they brought out the brooms. brooms. You feel me? Hey, I told y'all the brooms were gonna come out, didn't I? I told you what was gonna happen, didn't I? Though. Hey, I was right. I was right. And when I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We ain't get to the West yet. We ain't got to talk about all that. So you just wait. You ain't got to jump on me now. Just wait. Hey. Give me a little space now. Hey, don't come at me. Don't come at me. You understand me? Don't come at me. All right. We're going to touch on. We're going to touch on what happened in the West. All right. I know what I said. You don't got to remind me. All right. Just hold on. We're going to get there. But let's stay on the East, man. So if you don't know, man, in the East, the Boston Celtics, they ended up sweeping the Pacers in a great series, in my opinion, because the Pacers, they fought. The Pacers, they battled. In Boston, they ended up prevailing. The Pacers, their star player, Hallenberg, I said his name so wrong. Their star player didn't play the last 2 games. All right. And after he didn't play those last 2 games, I knew it was over. After he didn't play that 3rd game, I knew it was over. Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Pacers were at least gonna steal 1 game or 2 games, but they just couldn't finish, man. Boston, they had control of the whole series. They came in and they played with them, a few first halves. In the first game, they played with them a little bit. The 3rd game, they played with them a little bit. And even that 4th game for the sweep, it looked like that the Pacers was gonna damn near compete and get them up out of there. But at the same time, man, they did not do it. And I was sadly disappointed. Man, hey, I got the Celtics doing their thing in the finals. I ain't going to tell you who I'm going to pick. All right, you just got to stay tuned for that. All right, be cool. Hey, don't come at me. All right, I ain't going to tell you who I'm going to pick right now. Just give me give me a couple of days. All right, give me a couple of days. The matchup just happened. I low-key had Minnesota going all the way and taking that thing. But obviously, your boy was wrong. But we ain't gotta talk about that right now. Just hold on, man. You ain't even gotta do me like that. Just hold on for a second, all right? But seriously though, with the Boston Celtics, man, like I said, hey, they was in control the whole series versus the Pacers. The Pacers did make it interesting. They did play hard, and them games were actually exciting to watch towards the end. And at the end of the day, man, the Pacers, I can see them compete next year, and I can see them potential because they got a lot of young players, man, and their young star in Hallenberg, he's emerging. He's emerging, and he's looking like the real deal, but he's been injured a few times throughout the playoffs. He was even injured during the season. So hopefully that is not something that's going to continue. Hopefully he's not injury prone. Hopefully, he can stay healthy through the entirety of the playoffs so we can see him actually compete at that high level that we want him to compete at. But we're going to see. At the end of the day, man, the Celtics, they came and did what they were supposed to do. Now they're in the finals, and now they versing the Dallas Mavs. So, the East, like I told you, man, hey, your boy was right. I picked right. I told you the Boston was going to do their thing. Jason Tatum is now the favorite to win the NBA Finals MVP. And Jaylen Brown, I would actually put him as the favorite, but Jason Tatum got the bigger name, even though Jaylen Brown, I believe, is actually, or it could be, maybe the better player, but that's another topic for another day. We ain't even got to dive into that right now. But, hey, I said it here first, so we're going to talk about it. We can pull up the stats. We can compare, but we can say that for later, though. We can say that for later. But seriously, though, man, at the end of the day, man, it is a beautiful thing to see the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals again because at the end of the day, man, they've been consistent. I love to see consistency. I hate Boston. I don't like the Celtics. But I love the fact that their young stars and their young players are proving that, hey, motherfucker, we're going to be running this out here for a minute. This is literally their 3rd or 4th time being. First, they was in the Eastern Conference Finals for 3 or 4 times. Now, this is like their 3rd finals appearance in the last 3 years, or the last 4 years, excuse me. They've been them guys, you feel me? Boston and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, hey, they've been there before. And now it's time to see if they can get over that hump. And they're going to have a tall task because they're versing what people are saying is the best backcourt in NBA history, which I believe they're gassing it because, you're forgetting about them boys, Curry and Clay, first of all. You feel me? You forgetting about that boy Magic and goddamn what was his name? Billy. You feel me? You're forgetting about, you feel me? I ain't gonna even throw them in there. But more of the story is you can't say that Kyrie Irving and Luka right now is the best backcourt in history. You can't say that because Stephen Curry and Clay, they got rings that back up what they did. Just saying. Now, if you want to say that they're the best scoring duo backcourt in history, yeah, I can see it because they both can score at will and they both are defensive matchups that you just don't want to see. So I can see why people will say that. I can understand why people will say that. I believe that, hey, at the end of the day, man, it is very interesting to see what this NBA Finals is going to bring. Because now moving on to the West officially, I picked Minnesota. I picked Minnesota to win in 6 or 7 games. Obviously, I was wrong. And honestly, I think what happened was, I think they ran out of gas, man. I think with this being their first time and the furthest that they've ever gotten in the playoffs, being Anthony Edwards, being Karl Anthony Towns, at the end of the day, man, they've kind of, hit their ceiling this season. Not saying they hit their ceiling overall, but this season they hit their ceiling, man, and they met their matchup. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand this. Kyrie, he's been there. Kyrie has a championship ring. You feel me? Kyrie, this is going to be his second NBA Finals. And he's been in these long NBA playoffs series. I don't even think that's a word. But Kyrie Irving and Luka, at the end of the day, they've been there before. Luka has played in the Western Conference Finals before. Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, this is the furthest that they've ever gotten, you feel me, in the NBA playoffs. So, first of all, I don't want to use that as an excuse because at the end of the day, Kyrie and Luka, they fucking showed up. Shit, even in the last game, they put up like 72 points combined. Yes, the last game, the closeout game, game 5, they put up 72 points combined between Luka and goddamn Kyrie. Luka damn near went for a dub in the first quarter. So, man, like, hey, it's serious out here. Well, and dub in the first half, but you get my point. You get the point. At the end of the day, though, Luka, he got in his bag, man. He got in his bag. And Luka took what them boys were saying personal. You feel me? They said, oh, we can come back. Oh, we can do this. We can do that. Luka was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Luka low-key a little petty boy. Hey, that boy Luka, hey, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Hey, he a little petty boy. He talked that talk, huh? He like, all right, play with me if you want to. I'll show you better than I can tell you. And, hey, he showed them boys. You feel me? Hey, like I said, I had the Dallas Mavs getting at least 2 or 3 games. I had this series going to 6 or 7 games, period. But I had, of course, like I said, Minnesota win. But I told y'all, I loved the way that Kyrie and Luka was playing heading into the series. Their offensive game, even with Luka being inefficient. Shit, he went 14 for 22 the other night. Damn, they had 30. Damn, they tripped up. Luka, hey, he's that guy. Luka is damn near top 3, and he ain't 3, if I'm being real. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Luka, he's a problem. He's a problem. And if he show up in his NBA Finals, boy, hey, this is going to get serious, man. If you don't know, the NBA Finals, the first game will be next Thursday. I will be covering it here live. Well, I'll be covering the aftermath live. I ain't going to be covering the game live because, boys got stuff to do. You feel me? And it's the summertime, all right, y'all. So that's why you ain't seeing your boy. Boys is on vacation. I'm doing this. I'm traveling. I'm going here to here. So I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to give you these live streams, and I'm going to be talking about the NBA Finals. With this Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals matchups, I'm sorry I didn't really touch on them like that, if I'm being honest with y'all. Just being transparent. At the end of the day, I had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts, traveling and, handling business. I'm working on purchasing the second property, and that's taking up a lot of my time, if I'm being honest. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to stay disciplined. You feel me? And I'm going to continue to give y'all what you need. You feel me? But, at the same time, man, I appreciate y'all being patient. I know you want these gems to be handed out to you. I know you want the sports talks. So I'm gonna continue to give them to you. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give you the NFL weekly. I'm gonna give you the NBA weekly. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that you get these gems, because at the end of the day, you deserve these gems. You deserve to, have me coming on here and, hey, at the end of the day, giving y'all what you need and what you deserve. You deserve me being on here full time most of the time. You deserve me coming on here a few times out of the week, and you deserve me giving you real facts and real information about what's going on in the world, what's going on in sports. And I'm gonna do it for you. So at the end of the day, man, I thank y'all for being patient. I thank y'all for always coming back. I thank you for always showing your boy some love. I'm gonna continue to go forward. I'm gonna continue to build this thing up. Sometimes, like I said, man, it's hard doing it by yourself. It's hard, continuing to, grind, and be your own person, be your own media. I am the Golden Gems Media. Golden Gems Media, that's me. And this is a one-man team. You feel me? As of right now, and we can continue to build, man. But that's another story for another day. Sorry to get off topic a little bit, but back to the NBA Finals. So, seriously though, man, Kyrie, Luka versus Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Boy, you got your popcorn ready? Hey, I'm ready for it. I believe this series is gonna go to 7 games. Maybe 6, depending on if one team can capture the momentum. I believe Dallas will have a hard time matching up against Boston, specifically because fucking Luka and damn near fucking Kyrie don't guard nobody. And Jason Tatum, you're gonna have to guard him. That boy Jaylen Brown, you're gonna have to guard him. Even White, he be coming off the bench. He be looking serious. Porzingis, we're gonna see if he make an appearance during the finals. But I believe that at the end of the day, this is gonna be a close series. I believe that Luka is gonna go off. I believe Kyrie is gonna go off. I believe that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown gonna go off, and they're gonna get in their bag. And this is gonna be a competitive ass, great goddamn series. Because neither one of these teams are gonna bend. Neither one of these teams are gonna break. And at the end of the day, I believe these games are gonna come down to the nail. Because Kyrie gonna be ready. Kyrie's been there before. Kyrie telling Luka, "Hey, we got this." Kyrie is on his wholesome-ish, and Kyrie is doing a goddamn thing right now. So at the end of the day, man, like, you gotta understand that with Luka, with Kyrie, with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, hey, the oldest person in this series right now is Kyrie Irving, who's been there, done that, who has a championship ring. Even though he won it with LeBron, but he's been there. And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they've been there. They've lost a few times in the finals. So, they're trying to get their first ring. Luka's trying to get his first ring. Kyrie is going to put Luka up on game. Luka might come out maybe a little nervous, but he's going to settle it in. Best believe that. That boy Luka, he's ready. He's primed for this. And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, hey, at the end of the day, them boys are ready. They ready to get over the goddamn hump. They ready to bring a championship back to Boston. They like, we've been here a few times. We know the ins and outs. We know what to expect. So this series is going to be interesting, man. This series is going to be one that comes down to the wire. This series is going to be one that I think people are going to have to show up night in and night out for. And, hey, have your popcorn ready and damn near keep your eyes on the game the whole goddamn time. This is going to be a hell of a series, man. I'm very excited for it. I wouldn't have been mad, if Minnesota was playing, because I wanted, obviously, Minnesota to win, but it is what it is. Like I said, I believe they ran out of gas. Anthony Edwards, we're going to talk about him shortly and his future and him potentially being the face of the NBA. You heard it. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I did it. But if Luka can win this ring, boy, if Luka can put one of them things on that finger, boy, hey, we might have to have a different discussion. Because that boy Luka, hey, he might say, I'm here and I'm here to stay. Because once you get a taste of it, you're going to want it again and again and again. And something that's interesting? Hey, at the end of the day, Kyrie is the only one in this whole playoff series who got a goddamn ring. Kyrie is the only one in this whole series that's been there and done that. Kyrie is going to come. Kyrie is going to show up. Is Luka going to show up? Is Jason Tatum going to show up for Boston? Is Jaylen Brown going to continue to show up. Jaylen Brown is very consistent for Boston, so Jaylen Brown, I know he's going to show up. But Jason Tatum, is he going to show up? Jason Tatum, you the favorite now to win the MVP. Then it's Luka. Then you got Kyrie. Then you got Jaylen Brown. So it's going to be very interesting. This series is going to come down to goddamn Game 7. I'm telling you this right now. This series is going to come down to Game 7. Maybe Game 6, like I said, depending on who can send remote minimum. But I can see this series going to Game 7. I can see this series being a tooth-and-nail fight. At the end of the day, like, it's going to go down as probably one of the ones, at least in my opinion. Because Kyrie, he's not bending and he's not breaking. Kyrie's been showing up and he's been playing great these last, like, at least the last 3 series. I ain't gonna even say 3 because I'm gassing it because I ain't really even watched that first series. But the last 2 series that he's played in, you feel me? When they was playing the Clippers, and then when they just got done playing Minnesota, Kyrie has been balling. He's been very consistent. Luka, on the other hand, he's been inconsistent, but this motherfucker is damn near averaging a triple-double in the playoffs. So at the end of the day, we can know what we're going to get from Kyrie. Luka, the nerves, they're going to be there. If he can show up, hey, it's going to be a problem for Boston. But Boston, that's the thing. They can defend. Dallas can't fucking defend nobody. That's why I expected Minnesota to come out and win, but Minnesota couldn't fucking score. Minnesota couldn't put the ball in the basket. Anthony Edwards, he did everything he could, but I feel like at the end of the day, he hit his ceiling. He's only 22. He's only going to continue to get better. He's only going to come back next year for vengeance. So at the end of the day, both of these teams with the Dallas Mavericks, they can potentially, this is their 3rd NBA Finals appearance in franchise history. Luka's 1st, Kyrie's 2nd. Let's see if they can get over the hump. Jaylen Brown and them boys, Jason Tatum, they've been there. They haven't won one. Both of these franchises with their young players, they're going to win one ring. Only one team can win. Only one team can win. And for both franchises, this is going to set them franchises up for the future. If one of these young guns, either Boston or even the Mavericks with Luka, shit, even with Kyrie, shit, this might keep Kyrie and Luka together for the next 3-5 years. Kyrie, you know, hey, it was rumblings about him going out to LA, but his ass there put in Dallas. Now you just made it to the finals. You and Luka looking like a hell of a matchup. If y'all can get a consistent big man, if y'all can really get a good big, oh shit, it's gonna get serious out here. And it looks like with that boy, Daniel. If you don't know who I'm talking about that boy. Yes, Daniel Gafford. Him, that boy's serious. I love his tenacity. I love his edge. He's like a Draymond Green for them, even though he doesn't handle the ball. But as far as defense goes, that boy Gafford, he shows up and he shows out. And if he can show up during these finals and help defend against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and boys and help him be an anchor in that paint, hey, it's like I said, it's going to get serious. But continue to touch on, you know, the Mavs specifically, and even when talking about Daniel Gafford, him being acquired by the Dallas Mavericks actually happened very interestingly, if you don't know this. So if you don't know this story, let me tell you. Kyle Kuzma, before the trade deadline, rejected a trade at the trade deadline to go to Dallas because he said that the NBA is about winning championships, and he didn't see Dallas contending for a championship. So the Dallas Mavs, they could have had Kyle Kuzma instead of Daniel Gafford and instead of PJ Washington, which PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford are way better picks than Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, yes, you fucked up, my guy. You messed up big time. You feel me? At the end of the day, boy, I would have, bro, going to play with Luka and Kyrie, you saying they ain't contenders? What? If you don't got that foresight to even see them potentially, bro, they was going to make the playoffs. You know that. What Washington do? What Washington do? Kyle Kuzma, if you don't know, he plays for the Washington Wizards. What did Washington do? Would you score them 22 points per game? What did it amount to? Would you be the number one go-to scorer on that team? What did it amount to? Yeah, you probably ain't want to come to Dallas because you ended up, you feel me, being a guy over there in Washington. And with you coming to Dallas, you would have had to been the third guy because Luka was going to get his. Kyrie was going to get his. And then you would have got the peanuts. You would have got the scraps. But you would have been in the NBA Finals. You would have damn near potentially had A championship. It's about rings, ain't it? You said that it was about rings. And now the team that you rejected the trade to go to is in the NBA Finals. And you are at home in Cabo sipping mojitos. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying you could have been potentially competing for an NBA championship if you would have accepted the trade. You could have been going and being that guy. But it's okay. It be like that. It be like that. You understand me? So, man, hey, it's going to get interesting. It is going to be very surprising to see what the future holds for both of these teams as far as Boston and Dallas in this series, because this series, one franchise will be lifted. Both franchises are lifted, but one franchise going to be put on the map for the next couple of years, because this championship going to give them young players, because they both of these teams are young, excluding Kyrie, because Kyrie getting up there. But both of these teams are young, and both of these teams, they can get that championship now. I can see Boston rattling off maybe 2 or 3 championships before Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is done. I can see Luka maybe getting 2 or 3 himself after getting this one. So, hey, this is going to be a series matchup that holds true for some time now. And there's going to be a lot of repercussions that come from this series. Like I said, even with the possibility of them having Kyle Kuzma rejected the trade. Kyle Kuzma, he wanted to be in Cabo. Kyle Kuzma wanted to be the best player on a horrible team. Kyle Kuzma said that, hey, they ain't competing for no championships out there in Dallas, so I'm going to stay out here in Washington, being the best player, shooting all these shots, and it ain't none of shit. Hey, I respect it. It be like that. Go ahead, do your thing, but do it over there. You feel me? Go ahead, do your thing, but do it over there. You feel me? You could have been competing for a championship, Kyle, but you at the crib now. So, hey, that's between you and you. Moving on, though. Last NBA topic. Well, actually, second to last, because we're going to make this the last NBA topic, because I'm not going to give y'all my NBA predictions. I'm not going to give you my predictions, because we got some weekend gyms coming. You feel me? We're going to be back on here soon. So, y'all just stay tuned for that. We might be coming back probably on Monday. You can expect the episode on Monday, maybe even Sunday night. We'll see. But, hey, expect me to come. But if you haven't heard, Bronny James, he is keeping his name in the NBA draft, and he is not going to return to college. Bronny James is saying that he's NBA ready, and at the end of the day, he's coming to the league whether y'all want him to or not. Bronny James, at the end of the day, guess what? Your pop's going to be playing with you in a couple years now. Let's see what you be playing at. Because, hey, you say you don't want to play with your pops now, and we understand that. That's cool. But guess what? He want to play with you. And I know deep down you want to play with him too. You saying it for show. You know you putting on a good show. You saying all the right things. I like that. But would you keep your name in these? And would you keep your name? Excuse me. Would you keep your name in the NBA draft? It's going to get very interesting to see who takes you. Because whoever takes you, like I said, they set themselves up at least for the next couple of years. Because Brown going to come over there. And when you sign Bronny, he going to sign to a 3-4 year contract. So he ain't going nowhere. So 9 times out of 10, you're likely to get that boy Brown. So with Bronny keeping his name in the NBA draft and not saying, not going back to college, I think this is huge for him. I think this is him going all in on himself. This is him betting on himself. And this is him saying, hey, at the end of the day, I'm ready. I'm ready to compete. I'm ready to be in the NBA, and I'm ready to prove myself. And, hey, I'm for it. It's a lot of critics out here saying that he's not ready. He should go back. He should, do this, do that. But, hey, at the end of the day, he going to make his own decision. That's a grown man. A young man, grown into a grown man. Excuse me. But I'm for it. Bronny, if you think you're ready, hey, come prove yourself, my guy. Come show the doubters that, hey, you here and you here to stay. Come prove the whole world wrong. Prove the whole country wrong. I believe in you now. And I'm happy to see that you believe in yourself and you believe in your ability to say, hey, I don't need my pops at the end of the day. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to prove to y'all I'm him. And if you don't know, Bronny also I think he worked out for the Arizona. He worked out for the Phoenix Suns. And then he also worked out for the Lakers, of course. So Bronny James keeping his name in this NBA draft. it's going to get interesting. I'm so excited for him. I'm so happy that Bronny is keeping his name in the NBA draft. And at the end of the day, I'm happy to see him betting on himself, and I'm happy to see him going out here and trying to prove motherfuckers wrong. So, hey, Bronny, go ahead and do your goddamn thing. Go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm proud of you, my guy. Hey, it's only up from here. So go out here, prove your worth once you get drafted, or if you even go undrafted. Somebody going to pick you up now because they know who coming behind him. Hey, fuck around. I think low-key the Lakers going to go ahead. Hey, come on. Hey, Bron. Hey, we need you for a couple more years now. Come on now. Because guess what? Even if LeBron wasn't playing at the stature he's at, he's box office. And then he's at the tail end of his career. Everybody is going to want to say, hey, I went to go watch LeBron play. So LeBron, with him being box office, hey, it was bound to show with him having his son come to the NBA and going wherever he pleases, man, him potentially following him. We're going to see what the future holds for both of them. We're going to see what is to come from both of these situations with Bronny staying in the NBA draft, and then with his father potentially making a decision here soon or in the next year to say, hey, am I going to go play with my son, or am I going to stay here in LA? Or for the Los Angeles Lakers to say, hey, come on, Bronny, we'll take you. Hey, Bron, we got you. You want to play with him, hey, we're going to make that happen for you. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see what the future holds for, Bronny. I wish him the best in the NBA draft. I wish him the best moving forward. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him do his goddamn thing. You feel me? I respect you, Bronny. And I love the decision to bet on yourself. Hey, let's go. I'm rooting for you, my guy. Now, switching gears, man. Switching gears real quick to the NFL. But hold on. Do we got to go to the NFL real quick? Did I have another NBA topic for you? Yeah, I did. Guess what? We got to talk about that boy, Anthony Edwards, man. Anthony Edwards, is he the face of the NBA? Is he the future of the NBA? Can Ja Morant still be the future? Who is the future face of the NBA? With Curry being, on the back burner, on his way out the door. LeBron being on the back burner, on his way out the door. Who is one of these young gunners who's going to be a face of the NBA now? Is it Jason Tatum? Is he going to be that guy? Is he going to show up in these NBA finals and get that championship ring and be the face of the future for the NBA? Hey, I got Jason Tatum, Luka, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, and who else is another young gunner? Damn near, I would put maybe even Jamal Murray in that conversation because he is a champion. If he can damn near have a season where he's leading score or he's leading in one of these goddamn categories, I'll put him up there because Jamal Murray, he's still young. He can still be the face potentially. But for star power, though, if I'm being honest, I kind of just threw him in there as just an honorable mention. If I'm being honest, though, it's between Luka, Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, and that boy Jason Tatum. Who I'm taking? It's either the motherfuckers who win in this NBA Finals. And if Anthony Edwards come back next year and make it to the NBA Finals. If Anthony Edwards can flip the script after taking his loss, soaking and marinating it, come back next year, come to the Western Conference Finals, compete and play, and then take his team to the NBA Finals, oh yeah, that boy's it. He's him. But if Luka can go ahead and get this NBA championship, or Jaylen Brown, or Jason Tatum, well, not even Jaylen Brown. I'm not putting Jaylen Brown in that conversation. But if Luka or Jason Tatum, one of them got to win this championship. One of them gonna be the damn near the face. You feel me? At least for this season, this upcoming year. One of them you're gonna see everywhere. So who is it? Is it gonna be Luka, or is it gonna be Jason Tatum? Or is that boy Anthony Edwards gonna come back with vengeance next year? I don't know, but them are my 4 picks because I believe Ja Morant, even with his current situation, at the end of the day, he gonna have them boys back in the playoffs next year because he's him. He's that guy. He's in the lab right now as we speak, getting it in. And he gonna prove a lot of motherfuckers wrong. All y'all was talking all that shit. All y'all hopped off the bandwagon. Guess what? We back down like SmackDown. And I believe he got that in his bag. But as of right now, for the face of the NBA, it's the motherfuckers who in the finals. It's either going to be Luka Doncic or it's going to be Jason Tatum. The two young gunners, the two young bulls that's battling out right now for the NBA finals. We will see. But let's move on, man. Let's move on. Because I got to talk about the NFL. I just got to touch on the NFL just a little bit, nothing too crazy. It ain't too much going down in the NFL, but we got to talk about it. So that boy Aaron Rodgers, man. Yes, that boy Aaron Rodgers, man. If you don't know, it was a report, and it was actually video shown as well, of Aaron Rodgers being a little hobbled, coming out of OTAs practices. So if you don't know, the NFL right now, they're having off-season training workouts. And if you don't know also, Aaron Rodgers just had Achilles surgery. So Aaron Rodgers is coming off of Achilles surgery, and he was seen hobbling at practice. But after watching the video, after watching the footage, he was hobbled. He was hurt. But it was for a good reason. If you ever play football, you get these little things called blisters. Because you got new cleats, you got that goddamn turf. Sometimes if you don't want ankle tape, hey, sometimes you're going to get some blisters. You're going to get a blister that maybe like that big, or you're going to get a blister like that. Hey, they come in a variety of sizes now. So, you feel me? At the end of the day, them blisters ain't fun. And it looked like he just had a nasty blister. Because if you saw it, depending on where you get a blister at, Aaron Rodgers got his blister on the back of his heel. Those are the worst blisters to get. Because if you get a blister right back there, you ain't going to be hobbling, but you're going to be feeling that mug. And if you ain't getting taped regularly, or if you're breaking in some new cleats, I know this from experience. At the end of the day, the motherfucking blisters hurt. It might, the skin rip off, but the skin, that little back part, that shit hurt. So I'm not going to put too much sauce into it. I'm not going to put too much on it. Aaron Rodgers, like I said, he was seen hobbling. He was even taking handoffs, hobbling, pitching the ball, hobbling. I'm like, God damn, what happened? Is that Achilles really okay? But honestly, after watching the footage, after watching the videos, that boy Aaron Rodgers is going to be just fine. Aaron Rodgers will be just fine. He is going to, hopefully be healthy throughout the season, and hopefully take them boys to the playoffs and prove why they paid him all that goddamn money and why they ate all that goddamn money to keep him in a New York Jets uniform. Because Aaron Rodgers could have retired. He could have just left. After tearing your Achilles and you damn near 40, boy, I would have deuces. Unless I had that passion still playing. Unless I had that passion still, going. But with Aaron Rodgers specifically, him, coming back, showing that he has that willpower to still compete, showing that he still has something left to prove. At the end of the day, man, hey, I'm all for it. I hope that Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy. I hope that Aaron Rodgers can come back and, prove his doubters wrong this season, because I'm one of his doubters. That boy ain't won a championship since when? When the last time he did something besides winning an MVP? And then the MVPs, shit, one of them should have went to Brady, but that's another conversation for another day. I ain't going to even go there today. I ain't going to even do it. But at the end of the day, what has Aaron Rodgers done for me lately? Crickets. So, Aaron, that blister is least of your problems, my guy. Because guess what? That New York media, hey, they going to forget all about that little Achilles injury you had when you step on that field this year. You better come with it. And I know that you're going to come with it. I know that at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is going to come with it. He's going to come prepared, and he's going to come, looking like that Aaron Rodgers of old. So, Aaron Rodgers, at the end of the day, I believe in you. I know that you're going to come back, and you're going to get in your Duffy, you're going to get in your bag, and you're going to set motherfuckers right. At the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers, I expect you to do what you got to do and do Aaron Rodgers things. I know that you're going to be in your bag. I know that you're going to go crazy. I understand all that. So guess what? It is time for you to, do what you got to do. Step out here and just ball. If you can stay healthy, you got the pieces around you. At the end of the day, your defense is solid. You can damn near compete a little bit in that division. You feel me? So Aaron Rodgers, the ball is in your court. At the end of the day, we want to see what you can do and what you bring to the table. Being in a new city, last year you got injured, but this year's expectations. This year, we're expecting you to go out here and ball. We expecting you to go out here and do your thing. We expecting you to have a great season. And if you don't, shit, you might as well slip out that back door, boy. If you don't, Aaron Rodgers, if you don't come in here this season and look like you him, still, after having a season off, maybe feeling a little refreshed, maybe feeling like, oh, I'm still that guy. You feel me? You was a little hobbled at practice the other day, but that ain't no excuse. You better come ready to go. Because they're going to be expecting you ready to go. That New York media, like I said, they ain't going to play with you. Let you lose a few games. Let y'all go under 500. I'm just saying. There's a lot of expectations out there for you, Aaron Rodgers. You got paid a lot of money. So we're going to see what the future holds for Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. Like I said, he was hobbled at practice. It ain't nothing serious. It ain't nothing that, that's going to end the world. He had a little blister. Look like he's going to be just fine. I've had blisters. They hurt like a motherfucker. I've been hobbled at practice too. At the end of the day, you get over it and you'll be all right. But, at the end of the day, we need Aaron Rodgers to stay healthy. If you're a New York Jets fan, I don't need him to stay healthy. I can care less. I'm one of his critics. I want him to potentially just go out here and do his job and succeed. No, I don't. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not praying on your downfall, but I don't think you still got anything left in you, my guy. I think you done. I think this year you're going to come out there and lay an egg. I believe that they paid you for no reason. I'm just saying. So we going to see. Prove me wrong. You know me. Hey, I'll just tell it like it is. You used to play for Green Bay, so I ain't never messed with you like that. If I'm being real. Tom Brady, my QB1. If I'm being real. And Rodgers, you ain't won since when? Come on, man. My GOAT just won a few years ago. I'm still chilling off of that. I'm just saying. But seriously, though, moving on, man. Aaron Rodgers, like I said, he's going to be all right. He was hobbled at practice, but it was a blister. Moving on. All right, so now, Justin Fields. They are saying, and it's reports coming out, and even he said it himself, that he will be open. Yes, Justin Fields, if you don't know, hold on. Before I get ahead of myself. Justin Fields, he came in to practice a little hobbled. He came into practice. I said Justin Fields, Jesus Christ. See, I'm getting all over the place. I'm trying to read these comments while I'm talking to y'all. And hey, my guy, I appreciate you commenting. I'll comment and I'll respond to you later on at a later time. Just email me. All right. But anyway, with Justin Fields, man, if you don't know, he got traded from the Chicago Bears. He is a player who they are expecting to do great things in the future for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But going into this season, if you don't know, they already picked up a quarterback. That boy Russell Wilson is their quarterback. And at the end of the day, Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback at the start of the season. So Justin Fields, your role hopefully would just be being a backup quarterback. But if you don't know, the story is that Justin Fields reportedly said that he's okay with potentially being a gadget guy. He's okay with potentially, running back punt returns, coming in on maybe third, second downs every once in a while, maybe receiving a couple of passes from Russell Wilson, maybe running the ball, a few times, to pick up a couple first downs, being a gadget player like Taysom Hill. So if you don't know Taysom Hill, that's Taysom Hill. He is a quarterback who played for the New Orleans Saints. He was a gadget player, so he played on kickoff return, punt return. He damn near did a little bit of everything. And that's what they're looking for Justin Fields to potentially do. Me personally, Justin, I'm gonna holler at you one-on-one right now. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. Justin Fields, whatever you do, don't let them turn you into a gadget player. At the end of the day, you are a quarterback. You are a pocket passer. You are also a running quarterback. So you are a dual threat quarterback. Don't let them turn you into no gadget. Don't let them put you on kickoff returns or punt return. Don't let them do none of that. Hey, you better sit on that bench, sit on that bench, collect that check for a year. And with Russell Wilson, at the end of the day, hey, if he don't succeed, if he loses some games, you're going to come on in there and you're going to take over. If he go through the season, they have an all right season, and, maybe make the playoffs, lose first round, guess what? You're going to be the quarterback next year. Don't let them turn you into a gadget player, because if you let them do it, that's all they're going to see you as. If you let them do it, that's all you're going to be. If you let them do it, hey, that's on you, my guy, because it might not be no coming back from it. It might not be no coming back from you potentially being a gadget player. So my advice to you, Justin Fields, don't do it. We don't need you being a gadget player out here. We do not need you for real out here running routes. Man, at the end of the day, hey, be a quarterback. If you got to be a backup quarterback for a year, be a backup quarterback for a year. Don't let them run you out on these kick returns. Don't let them run you out on, punts, on fourth downs. Don't let them do that to you. You don't need to be running back no kickoffs. You don't need to be in nobody backfield being a running back. No, you are a quarterback. Be a quarterback. Because once they put that once they put that Taysom Hill title on you, it's ugly. It's ugly. Because then you'll only be seen as a gadget quarterback. You'll only be seen as a quarterback who can be plugged in, this and that. And then you won't be considered as a real quarterback. They ain't never tell Aaron Rodgers to be no gadget quarterback. They ain't never tell no Tom Brady. Even Lamar Jackson, when they told Lamar Jackson to go ahead and play a little wide receiver, they said, Lamar told that, boy, you better go on somewhere. You better go kick rocks. Lamar Jackson ain't go for that. So Justin Fields, don't be no gadget player. Don't even entertain the idea of being a gadget player. You are a quarterback. Be a quarterback. Do not let them change you. Don't go out here saying I'll return some kickoff returns. I'll return some punts. I'll come in on third or fourth downs. No. When Russell Wilson get hurt or when Russell Wilson is playing horrible, I will step in as the quarterback. Period. Point blank. At the end of the day, hey, Justin Fields, don't let these boys play with you. You are a starting quarterback in the NFL. You will eventually be a starting quarterback in the NFL again. Hey, at the end of the day, take this L. You got traded from the Bears. I wish you would have got traded somewhere else. But you got traded from the Bears to the Steelers. And the Steelers, the reason why I say I wish you would have got traded somewhere else is the Steelers just picked up Russell Wilson. They're going to have Russell Wilson for at least a year. At the end of the day, Russell Wilson is expendable for the Steelers because they're paying little to nothing for him because the Broncos are paying his full salary this year, if you don't know. So, Justin Fields, hey, we ain't no gadget player, bro. Nah. You are a starting quarterback, so be a starting quarterback. Don't let them plug you in like that because once you get that title, once you get that Taysom Hill title, like Taysom Hill got in New Orleans, boy, Taysom Hill asked me if he's going to be a starting quarterback again in this league. Hell no. So, bro, don't let them do that to you. You got way more potential than that. So, at the end of the day, Justin Fields, my message to you, hey, you're a quarterback, dog, so be a quarterback. Don't let these people play with you. All right. Now, moving on. Who has the biggest rivalry in the NFL? So, what is the biggest rivalry in the NFL? Is it the Packers versus Bears? Is it the Ravens versus the Steelers? Is it the Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles? Which NFL rivalry is the best rivalry? Is it the Browns playing the Steelers with their history with Ray Lewis and Hines Ward? I can't even say his name. Hines Ward knocking out people. Who has the best rivalry in the NFL? I want y'all to comment down below. What is the best rivalry right now in the NFL? Is it the Packers Bears? Is it the Ravens versus Steelers? Is it the Browns versus Steelers? Is it the Cowboys versus the Eagles? There's a lot of different rivalries in the NFL, obviously, but I want to know y'all opinion. So this question is for y'all. I need y'all to comment down below, blow up the comments. Hit me up in the DMs on Instagram, RellyGemz. Hey, if you don't know, it's down below, Relly, RellyGemz. Hit me up in the DMs. I want to know y'all opinion. What is the best rivalry in the NFL? And I'll need you to tell me why. Don't just tell me, hey, it's them. Tell me why. So if you believe it's the Bears versus Packers because they long history, because at the end of the day, the Bears versus Packers, they have the longest history rivalry in the NFL, if we being honest. But, hey, the Ravens Steelers, them games be serious too. The Browns Steelers be serious. The Eagles Cowboys be serious. It's a lot of different rivalries in the NFL. So I want to know, in your opinion, which one is the best. For me, you know what I'm going to say. It's the Bears Packers. I'm a Bears fan, man, at heart, at core. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it's the Bears Packers because they have the longest history of games played between each other. Every single game is damn near, at least at the start of it, is fun, and then till we either getting blown out or shit, we potentially winning. But you know that ain't happening in a little bit. We ain't been that good in a little bit. But hey, things might change though. You know we got Caleb Williams now. Hey, it's gonna be you versus Jordan Love. So hey, Caleb, I'm counting on you now. You got to bring that rivalry back up. You feel me? You got to put us back on the winning side of that thing. You feel me? But seriously, which rivalry do you think, in your opinion, is the best rivalry in the NFL? Even with the Ravens Steelers, man. Like, anytime they play with Ray Lewis and the boys, oh my God, he used to get serious with Ben Roethlisberger, Heinsworth, Bo. They had Santonio Holmes. They had some. The Steelers Ravens. They had some games now. If you don't know about that rivalry, you better go ahead. Hey, you better do your research. You better look up some Steelers Ravens highlights. Look at some of them games. Look at some of them hits. Bro, they don't, when they play each other, they do not play. They do not play at all. I'm here for it. So, comment down below. Let me know, what is your favorite NFL rivalry? All right. Make sure you comment down below. If you need to hit me up in the DMs on Instagram, hit me up in the DMs. But for the most part, I want you to comment down below, whichever platform you're watching this on, whether it's X, Facebook, YouTube, whatever platform you're watching this on, comment down below. What is the best rivalry in the NFL? All right. All right. Now, let's move on. So if you're here and you want some entertainment, the entertainment is coming for you right now. All right. If you're here, you want some entertainment, seriously, I got some entertainment for you. For the first time ever, we'll be showing, videos and my reactions of things. If you don't know, it is a hilarious video that's surfacing around the internet or with this this guy or this man who had his license suspended. Yes, he had his license suspended, and he was driving while his license was suspended, while he was in court for why his license was suspended. So that's a long-winded, response, but now I'm just gonna have you look and see for yourself. So I want y'all opinion on this. I'm gonna play the video. Now let's watch the video and you tell me what you think. Watch this, y'all. He parking? How you parking? Look, is he serious? Look how he said it with so much confidence. She said, look, she tried to help him out. Oh. Oh my God. Look at his face. Look at the judge's face. He like, is he serious? Look at his face. Look at the dude face. So this is the whole video, y'all. I'm sorry I could have showed y'all the short clips of where they actually cut it up a little bit, but I wanted to show y'all the whole video. All right. So did y'all see it, man? Did y'all watch the whole video? All right. So more of the story is my man's was basically driving with his license suspended, right? Yes, he was driving with his license suspended, and this man hopped on the Zoom call. He hopped on the goddamn Zoom call while the hearing was going on for him driving with his license suspended. Think about that. Your license is suspended. You going to court for your license being suspended because you was driving with your license suspended, and you're driving with the judge on Zoom saying, I'm parking now. I'm almost. He said it with so much confidence. He, he was so boy. He was like, "I got you, Judge. Hey, just give me 2 more seconds. Just give me 2 more seconds." He got a feeling that case about to be dismissed, and then the judge had to ruin my man's day, saying, "Hey, you need to be reprimanded. Your bail is revoked, and you need to bring your ass back." Oh, you need to bring your ass back, to the courthouse, because guess what? You get locked up. Oh my God, boy. I'm sorry, y'all, but I had to show y'all that, man. I had to show y'all that. That shit is hilarious. Because I felt bad for him, though. I really felt bad for him. Like, seriously. Seriously. Hold on. I'm finna show y'all. Just finna show y'all a little bit of it again. Hold on. I'm about to share my screen one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. I just thought this was so funny. I thought it was so funny. My bad, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna show y'all it again. All right. So just watch the video. I'm gonna show it one more time. All right. This is literally this is my live reaction because I saw it a little bit earlier, but it's as live as you're gonna get. Watch the video one more time, y'all. Watch the video one more time. Jesus Christ. What the heck? All right, let's do it. Oh my. Hello. Look at him. He said, look at the judge's face. He like, is he serious? Look at it. He like, hold on, is he serious? He like, I can't even help. He like, are you stationary? And then he even doubled down on it. He said, are you stationary? Yeah, I'm pulling it right now. Oh my God. Like she tried to help him out. Those are the charges, Your Honor. Look, everybody in the courtroom, look it up. You can't make this up. Like he said, Let me speed it up, y'all. Look at his face. He said, "Oh my God." Oh my God. Hey, I feel you. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Cause you effed up, my guy. Oh man. I really feel like at the end of the day, he could have hopped in the passenger seat. He could have waited to turn the video on until he actually parked. Like you literally could have just waited like literally like 5 minutes. Or not even 5 minutes. You could have waited probably a minute 30 seconds until you parked. And say, hey, I just got dropped off by my girlfriend. But I think he was just so comfortable and he was just like so naive to what was going on that he just had no other choice but to just continue to, oh shit. Yeah. Oh. I'm not supposed to be driving right now. I don't think it really hit him until he was sitting there in the car. And he like, oh, what the did I just do? When the judge say, are we talking about a, because you see the judge, you see his face. The judge is like, are you serious? Like the judge is like, hold on. That's why he asked him again, are you driving right now or are you stationary? He could have said, he could have damn near helped them situation and said, nah, judge, I was just playing with y'all. I've been stationary. My girl is over here driving. I'm just here by myself in a car, and it's parked. But hey, at the end of the day, you did that to yourself, my guy. And right now, this video is going viral. It is for a good reason. All right, it's for a great reason. But more of the story is, man, hey, if you're going to court for your license being revoked and you're driving with your license revoked, please don't hop your ass on no Zoom call. Get stationary and just hop on after, or just do it in your house. How about that? Or do it in the doctor's office that you're going to. But yeah, man, I just thought that was hilarious. I wanted to touch on that. I wanted to show y'all my live reaction. I will be actually doing this a lot more with some viral videos or videos that I think are hilarious, or I think that's interesting that y'all would like to see my reaction to. But yeah, that shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. All right. But real quick, man, I just want to move on a little bit. All right, we don't got to talk about it no more. If once again you didn't see the video, you can wind this back. You can watch the video again. But yes, that video was hilarious. But the last topic, man. Yes, the last topic before we get out of here, because excuse me, we was hitting on this topic heavy, and that's my guy Drizzy. All right, if you don't know, the beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, it seemed like it's over, but I believe it's still gonna be some subliminal storm. I believe it's still going to be a lot of back and forth within this beef. And I believe that at the end of the day, hey, Drake ain't done with him and Kendrick ain't done with Drake. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes moving forward. But as of right now, Drake has been, a little silent, but he's still been moving and still a little active. He did release a song with Sexy Red that was in Sexy We Trust on her album. And the song was called what was the song called? Hold on, my bad, y'all. I don't want to say the wrong song name, but at the end of the day, I thought the song was a bop. I was damn near banging it. I was damn near listening to it. And at the end of the day, hey, Drake, with him hopping on this Sexy Red song, I believe the Sexy Red song is a bop. A lot of people said that they like Sexy Red's album, and I ain't gonna lie, I damn near mess with it too. At the end of the day, man, Drake, I thought he was going, his first song after, this beef damn near kind of subsided a little bit. I thought his first record was going to be maybe a solo record. But Drake's first record was him hopping on this song called You My Everything with Sexy Red. And I ain't going to lie, Drake slid on that motherfucker. Drake slid on that motherfucking song. But at the same time, with him sliding on the song, it wasn't like a summer banger. It wasn't a summer bop. Like Drake got to come in one of them hits. You feel me? If Drake want to go ahead, you feel me, still, prove that he's him, he's that guy, he has to either release an album with hits on that motherfucker, or he has to release damn near the song of the year or the song of the summer. You feel me? Because right now, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that Not Like Us, boy, that motherfucker banging in the clubs. Hey, I done seen some ladies sitting at lunch listening to that motherfucker. They sitting there just, hey, they eating little sandwiches. Yes, little finger sandwiches. And boy, they in there getting it in. So I respect it. But hey, with Drake, man, in this beef, on the outskirts of it, with him, potentially, hey, like I said, him losing potentially, because in my opinion, it's not over. But in a lot of people's opinion, Kendrick won. So on the break of this loss, Drake, like I said, he has to come with a summer banger. He has to come with something that is going to, rectify him still being at the top and him saying, motherfuckers, hey, at the end of the day, I still 10 toes with literally one of the best rappers of all time. And I'm one of the best rappers of all time myself. I ain't tuck my tail. I ain't run. We went battle for battle, and then the shit just got ugly, got a little too much dirt, on each other. And at the end of the day, they both went and took the beef to hell. And, at the end of the day, Kendrick came out on the winning side as of right now. So with Drake, hey, you know, you gotta, hey, we need that summer bop from you. We need that summer bop, or we need that summer album, or that album to where, hey, okay, yeah, he's him. That's still the boy. You feel me? But on another note, though, I want to talk about these reference tracks that leaked with Drake, though. So if you don't know, over the years, man, I don't know why. It's always some type of reference track coming out with Drake. And if you don't know what a reference track is, pretty much it's a track that another artist sings over. And then potentially a bigger artist, or say somebody with a bigger name, they might come on a song, or they might take some of the words, take some of the lyrics, and then they might build on top of it. So it's still gonna be the same beat. They might change up some of the words, change up some of the flows and things like that. But it's a reference track to kind of set them up for making a song, you know, what it is, a banger. So if you don't know, Vori, he hopped on the song Mob Taz. Vori hopped on the song Mob Taz, and right now it's showing that at the end of the day, it was a reference track from Drake. And Vori actually had writing credits on Mob Taz, on Scorpion, on the album. So with this reference track coming out, man, it doesn't change my opinion about Drake, because I've heard some of his reference tracks come out already. Like even with Jumbo popping shit with Lil Yachty reference track coming out. He's had the reference tracks with Quentin Miller on If You're Reading This Is Too Late. At the end of the day, Drake an artist, man. I believe when it's time to hop in that MC bag and it's time to rap and give us like a time step record, at the end of the day, Drake gonna slide on them time step records. And I believe those time step records are coming from Drake. But Drake is also a pop star. He's also the biggest artist in the fucking world. So I know he got writers. It be like that. And I know sometimes that you going to have these reference tracks. It be like that. With you being so consistent and dropping albums, damn near not taking hiatuses like some of these other artists, like a Kendrick or like a motherfucking who's another artist who takes long hiatus, like a Beyonce, like a Beyonce, even any kind of artist. Some of these artists who take these yearly gaps, who waits 2 or 3 years to drop a song or drop, you know, an album. At the end of the day, Drake has been one who's been consistent. And when Kendrick isn't dropping for those 2-3 years, who's keeping us afloat? Who's giving us a bangers? Who's giving us a bops? Drake. So at the end of the day, with him having these reference tracks and him having writers, man, you know, on some of these songs, I ain't gonna lie, if it wasn't Drake writing them, like on if you look at what you've done, like on a Take Care or a Lord Knows, or shit, even on 7 a.m. and Bridal Path, that's one of my favorites on a Certified Lover Boy. Like for some of the, even Champagne Poetry, like on Certified Lover Boy, like bruh, even shoot with Emotionless on Scorpion, like if he ain't write some of them songs, then it's like, all right, Drizzy, me and you gotta have a talk. But for the most part, man, hey, if you're using a reference track, man, to give us a bop, you know, keeping us afloat, you is the biggest artist on some of these songs. I know you putting that pen to pad in that, and it's you. And at the end of the day, if some of them not you, hey, I respect it, man. It is what it is, man. Kanye got writers. All these motherfuckers in the industry got writers. At the end of the day, they all be using each other, if we being honest. So it's not gonna change my opinion of them. The reference track is out. If you haven't heard it, type in Vori Mob Taz record, Mob Taz reference track. At the end of the day, too, like the track wasn't even like lyrical. It wasn't even like that potent. Like it was a bop. Don't get me wrong. But if he ain't writing, I'm not really, you know, too concerned about it. At the end of the day, Drake makes the fucking songs. The songs wouldn't be a bop if it didn't have his name on it. So at the end of the day, I'm a fan of the music. I'm a fan of the artistry. I don't give a fuck who wrote it. You know, at the end of the day, in some instances, some of the other personal tracks, like the tracks that really hit home, Drake, you better have wrote them motherfuckers. Unless we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to bring you to the forefront. You feel me? But at the end of the day, man, with me knowing what I know about the music industry and me knowing what I know about what goes on behind the scenes, man, at the end of the day, you'll be surprised of what artists are writing and what artists are not writing at the end of the day. So I'm not blaming Drake. I'm not faulting Drake. At the end of the day, like, it's not one of those things where everybody does it, so it'd be like that. But nah, like, bro, he's the biggest artist, and he's been the biggest artist for damn near going on like 2 decades, bro. You feel me? Like, it's been 10 years. He's been him for 10 years in the game. And hey, it be like that, man. So you feel me? With some of these reference tracks coming out, because it's always interesting to see that I don't be hearing nobody else reference tracks, but I hear these motherfuckers coming from Drake. It seems like everybody, every couple 3 years, every 2-3 years or so, motherfuckers be trying to cancel my guy. Bro, my guy is uncancelable, bro. You can call him a pedophile. You can call him this. You can call him that. But that boy Drake is solidified. That boy is the boy for a reason. You feel me? And hey, at the end of the day, man, I'm not holding no judgments. I'm not holding him at fault. You feel me? You're going to do what you're going to do. And hey, man, at the end of the day, bro, hey, as long as that motherfucker bop, and as long as you wrote a majority of your songs, Drizzy, then we good. You feel me? Now, if some of these other reference tracks come out of some of these other songs that hit here, that I'll be holding near and dear to here, we're gonna have a different conversation. But as far as this Mob Ties record reference track coming out, Jumbotron reference track, it's been a few others. I can care less, man. It is what it is. I'm still gonna listen to Drake music. I'm still gonna bop his shit. You feel me? Is like at the end of the day, I'm not canceling him. You ain't gonna cancel him. You still gonna listen to some Drake songs. And all these artists use writers. I want to say, damn, that 98% of these motherfuckers are using writers. And if you believe not, you're lying to yourself. So, hey, take that information for what you want. Drake, hey, at the end of the day, keep doing your motherfucking thing, but we're going to need that bop from you. If you want me to continue to stay on this bandwagon, you got to give me some. I ain't going to lie. You my everything. Hey, that motherfucker was a bop. And you even sliding on that BBL Drizzy? That was smart. That was smart. That was strategic. That was a great move on your part. Sliding on that BBL Drizzy track, because I ain't going to cap. That motherfucker was getting some legs too, like the Not Like Us. That motherfucker was getting some legs now. But with you hopping on it, you can make motherfuckers think about, hold on, Drake did slide on that motherfucker. Let me just play that shit. I don't even really like other motherfuckers' verses on that BBL Drizzy track. If you don't know what a BBL Drizzy track came from, that was a track that Metro, the motherfucker who damn near started all this shit and started the big beef with Drake, it was his free beat that he put out online. So Drake slid on that motherfucker on it with Sexy Red. And hey, that motherfucker bop. You my everything. Hey, I was banging that motherfucker. That motherfucker still a slight summer banger, but it ain't that one. Drizzy, we need that one. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about. Come with that one, and we're gonna be all right. But hey, it's been fun. It's been a hell of an episode, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Golden Gems. What is he podcast, man? And hey, like I said, it's been a hell of an episode, man. I missed you. I love you. I appreciate you. And hey, make sure you come back for more. And make sure, hey, you stay tuned because there's only more to come. All right, like I said, man, I've been vacationing in the summertime. Boys been trying to purchase this other property. I got a lot of different moving pieces right now, but God is good, bro. God is good. And, I'm going to keep my head high. I'm going to keep my faith high. I'm going to continue to give y'all these gems when I can. I'm going to be more consistent. I'm going to stay disciplined. You feel me? And, hey, it's up from here. So I appreciate y'all always standing by my side, man. I appreciate y'all always showing your boy some love. And, hey, man, at the end of the day, I appreciate you for always being a fan. So make sure you hit the show notes. Make sure you hit the comments. Show your boy some goddamn love, all right? Show me some love, man. I love you, and I know you love me too. So show me some love in the comments. Blow my comments up. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you're sending this to your mama, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, little sister, little Johnny, little Timmy. And don't forget about little Susanna, who moved up the street, and little Joanna, who moved down the block. Make sure you send this to all them too, because they need these gems as well. But thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you for showing your boy some love. And guess what? We out. Deuces. Hey, come back for more. Yeah, straight like that.